welcome to my channel. My name is Malena and on this channel we are talking about beauty, lifestyle and sophistication. This video is an update video about my dear Yves Saint Laurent Sac de Jour Small in black grained leather, and I'm doing this wear and tear update because I have to say that I noticed something that disappointed me a little bit about this bag, and I will show you what I mean in this video, but also tell you in general what I think about this bag after now using it for over 1 year, actually 1 year and a half, but as I haven't been using it every day, I would say that more or less 1 year of use. I mainly used it when I went to the office, so I just used it for work. I'm not carrying a laptop or things like that, just very normal things that everybody's carrying every day, like a wallet, some glasses or sunglasses, an umbrella, and some little things, key holder, keys, mobile phone, hairbrush, and maybe a little pouch with some cosmetics. That's all. I also carry it sometimes in the evening because I think this bag is very versatile. It's not really only for daily use or only for office or only for evening. I think the Sac de Jour is so classy and so versatile that you can use it for many occasions. I will first start with how the leather looks now. So after using it, there are some scratches. In the beginning, when I did my review, shortly after I got it, I will link this video here down below so that you can watch it. I was very positive about the leather and I thought for sure it won't scratch and there will be no scratches visible because you see that the leather is grained, so it's not smooth, although it is calfskin leather and it is quite smooth. But I thought it will be very, very resistant to scratches. Now after using it, I'm actually a careful user, but still it got some scratches because it scratches easily when you, for example, accidentally push against the wall or with your nails. This happened to me sometimes. And I mean, I don't have the largest and sharpest nails, but still, maybe I can show you. If you see, one of the scratches is here, like that. Or you also don't only see it when the light shines on it. So here in the front I have some scratches, but I guess that it's not that visible in this light. But I see it sometimes because part looks a little bit more matte. And I still consider this bag as quite scratch resistant compared to, for example, smooth leather bags, but it is not as scratch resistant as other materials. For example, the Louis Vuitton canvas, which is not leather, but it's absolutely resistant to scratches, and you can do everything with those kind of bags. I mean, this is a full leather bag. I think that the other type of leather that also exists with this bag, it's called grain de poudre. And it's the same type that my smaller evening Kate bag has. Also, I will link the Kate review video down below. That's, I would say, the most scratch resistant leather because it's not matte like this one and therefore quite smooth, but it's like it has a top layer on it which makes it shiny, and this shininess is much more resistant to like nail scratches. For example, I would give the scratch resistance, I would give it 7, which is already quite high, I would say. Now, what about the overall usability? So, as I already said, this is a full leather bag. And when you use it, you will realize that it is extremely heavy. It is already heavy by itself. But when you put your things in it, it will become very heavy. You are carrying it mostly on your arm, so either like that, or you carry it like this, Or sometimes, of course, you can use the shoulder strap, which I will quickly show you. So this is the shoulder strap and it is adjusted inside, but the shoulder strap is quite narrow, so it's not the most comfortable shoulder strap, and I think it's more like an emergency solution. So I don't think that the Yves Saint Laurent Sac de Jour is meant to be worn, at least a small version, with the shoulder strap all the time, or most of the time. I think this is rather when you need your hands free. I also mostly carried it inside of the pouch that you see here inside. So the overall usability, due to the heaviness of the bag, I would give it 6 out of 10, because it is quite heavy, and when you're wearing it for a longer time, for example, you're going to work and you're using it for the office, and for example, you have to go by tube or by bus, so you are on your way for a longer time. Sometimes it happened that my back hurt just because of the heaviness on one side of my body. I never really carried very heavy objects in it, but it just adds up. Maybe it's not that practical when you are having a long way to get to your destination and many obstacles and you have to change locations. I would say it's rather for a shorter trip and definitely not a travel bag. It's really something elegant, something sophisticated and very classy, but not really super practical. Now let's go on to the inside. So the inside remained very good condition. As I showed you in my review, it is just very simple. There are 2 compartments, and in the middle there is this pouch which can be taken out because there are two click buttons here and here. And you can take it out if you need more space or if you want to use the pouch separately. And I mostly didn't take the pouch out, so I just use it like this with the 2 compartments, and the inside is perfect and there are actually no scratches. It's also easy to clean because it's a smooth surface, so I'm just using my baby wipes to clean it from the outside and from the inside. The padlock that we have here in the front and the keys that belong to the padlock are also always inside the bag because they are here secured with another button on the inside. I never used the padlock. It still has the security foil on it because I really never used it, and I think it's actually rather like a decoration. It's not really something that you are going to use, probably, unless you really need to use a padlock for something. And well, the button still is in a very good condition because I always avoid to put my bag on the floor, and also it is very structured. That means that thanks to those silver hardware pieces, it never touches the leather, never really touches the ground. I would give the button and the inside 8 out of 10 points. Now comes the thing that really disappointed me, and it has to do with the design actually and the heaviness of the bag, why this actually happened. So I will tell you now what I mean. If the same happened to your Yves Saint Laurent, please tell me in the comments, because I would really like to know if I'm the only one who experienced this, or maybe I did something wrong or misused the bag in a way. But I really wish I knew that before, then I would have been much more cautious. But I will tell you now what I mean. So you see those beautiful sides with the accordion design. And you see that here are those stripes that can be opened, and then you can make the width wider, which I rarely used. So we have to get really close now. And you see those parts here. I will now move it a little bit. I hope you can see it. But the camera is maybe not that sharp. But this part that, I don't know how this is called, this is actually not leather, but it's like seal, or it's sealing the leather parts together. You see that it's torn a little bit. I will show you nearer. See? It's a little bit torn. In reality, you see it more. It's maybe 3 millimeters. It's a little bit unsharp. And here the same happened. Here you see it a bit better. So this is something that I really don't like, because when those tears go on till the front, it might be visible here. In the front, the material will also fall off a little bit after a time. I guess I need the sealing. I hope it's possible to repair it when it gets worse. But what I think is, when you're really using it, I mean quite often or in daily use, not only to the restaurant, but for example also when you're going to the office, what happens is, when you wear the bag like this and you need to take something out, for example, you're in the shop and you want to pay something, what I always did is, of course, I opened this bag like that and it hang on one hanger, and then I was searching for my thing, took it out. And I guess that due to the heaviness of the bag, together with the things inside, of course, the weight was too much for this part, and that's why those little tears happened in both sides. Normally, in order to prevent this, you would have to put the bag somewhere on a surface, on a table, and then look for your things and take it out, so that there is not so much weight on it on one side. But in daily use, we are not doing this. We're holding it, opening it, searching things in it. So this is what I learned, and now I will pay attention, because of course I don't want to get it much worse. I won't hold it on one handle anymore, so I will always try to put it somewhere and then search for my wallet, etc., which of course is rather unpractical. Or I need to use the shoulder strap more, so that the weight is also not only on one of those handles and then tearing away. So this is what I wanted to tell you, so that the same thing won't happen to your Sac de Jour. I would give this, and because I think this has to do with the overall design, because with other bags this couldn't happen, because they don't have this kind of part that is connected to the middle part on both sides. So this is a design thing, not a quality problem so much, but I would give this 4 out of 10, because I think that with such a high quality brand bag, this shouldn't happen. Seal of the leather shouldn't break apart in a high quality bag like it's happening with cheap bags. And together with heaviness, it's not a perfect bag, so to say. So it is a beautiful and affordable designer starter bag. It is a very versatile and classy designer bag. But when you decide to get it, don't make the same mistake as I did. Avoid this tear, literally tear, wear and tear. So overall, I would say the Sac de Jour is, of course, the winner when it comes to price, quality, design relation, because among all the beautiful designer handbags, the price is not among the most highest prices. But I really wish I knew before how the wear and tear is with regard to really using it, because it also depends how you are using it. If you are only using it for going out or occasionally, those tears here maybe won't happen to your bag. But when you are really planning to use it more often, to the office, and really use it, meaning running errands with it, searching for things in it, always put it on a surface before searching things in it, and really avoiding letting it hang like this on one side. And with regard to having an office bag or a beautiful classy bag for work, I would probably not choose this one. I would probably rather choose something like a tote bag, something really more practical but still beautiful and classy. So if you have a recommendation for me, just tell me in the comments. Okay, so I hope you liked this video and I hope it helped you to either make a decision when you were thinking about getting a Sac de Jour Small by Yves Saint Laurent, or if you already have it, to pay attention to this detail or to this thing, because I think this is the only thing that you have to pay attention to with regards to the scratches. It's not really sensitive. And well, also think about the weight, really think about that, because when you are trying the designer handbags in the shop, you might already notice that it's heavy, but you don't think about how heavy it will become when you put your things in it and then when you actually carry it more than 5 minutes. Take it into consideration. A full leather handbag is something very beautiful. My favorite leather handbag, the Fendi Peekaboo, it's also quite heavy, but overall it's easier to use. I would say it is of a higher quality, but it's also the price. This bag is a really good starter designer bag because it's just not that expensive as designer bags in the same style or size. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and you can also watch my other bag reviews. So I'll see you in my next videos, and I hope you subscribed if you aren't already. Bye bye!